Tracking several new bills in Pierre tonight. One would require law enforcement to keep sexual assault kits in storage for 7 years. Right now, the law says that the kits should be kept for 1 year only. The bill would keep the kit preserved until the victim reaches the age of 25 or for 7 years, whichever is later. Another bill we're tracking concerns funeral processions. A bipartisan bill makes it illegal to drive between the vehicles in a funeral procession or join a procession just to get a right-of-way. Those violations would be a Class 2 misdemeanor. To stay up to date on all of the bills in Pierre, make sure you check out our bill tracker page on KELOLAND.com. A recently introduced bill could be helpful for people living with autism spectrum disorder and lessen any worry that they might have about getting behind the wheel of a car. KELOLAND's Lauren Solik explains the proposal and how some parents feel.
If passed, House Bill 1076 would make it an option for people with autism spectrum disorder to get a designation on their driver's license. That designation would be helpful for law enforcement should the person with autism ever get pulled over or need help. Turning 16 and getting handed your full driver's license is a moment of freedom, but for others, it can be a moment of worry.
If I were to be pulled over, I myself would be flustered. And routine is so important for children and adults who are on the spectrum, and driving to and from the same location every day, they may do that just fine, but the second they get pulled over and there's a change in that routine, they can be totally thrown off guard.
Vicki Verkis has a son on the autism spectrum. Although he is high functioning and has his driver's license, he's been in the type of situation this bill is designed to help.
He did jump out of the vehicle and run up to the cop and was pacing and waving his arms. It could have been easily interpreted as aggressive behavior to a law enforcement officer that did not know him.
People living with autism spectrum disorder oftentimes have difficulty interacting and communicating with others, but every case is different. Neil Graff has a son on the low end of the spectrum and is nonverbal. Graff says it's not always as obvious that some are on the spectrum.
I think it's very important for various entities, law enforcement entities, government entities, any business that needs some identification to understand that when there is the autistic label on the ID, that there could be some problems in terms of communicating efficiently with that individual.
Representative Tom Pischke, who introduced the bill, told me over the phone that the bill was read for the first time during session today and will soon go to committee. To read the full bill, visit this story on KELOLAND.com.